those stranded in trees. The battle between Thunderbird and Whale was felt all up and down the Pacific coast. For some who later told the stories, Thunderbird was the hero defeating the evil whale. For others, she was the evil one attacking an innocent whale. Yet others insisted that the battle took place not between Thunderbird and Whale, but between Thunderbird and Transformer, one who created the world. But the mythic battle between these two great titans was only one explanation that arose in the shaking earth and the flood that night, one mostly centered around modern Oregon. Further afield, vastly different indigenous tribes came up with vastly different tales. On Vancouver Island, the First Nations Waiata people told stories of dwarfs living in a giant mountain. That night, they invited a man to dance around their drum. The man accidentally kicked the drum, and its sound became trapped in his foot. From that moment on, wherever he walked, his every step created an earthquake. No sooner had he set foot outside the mountain than it caused a shaking and a flood that swept away whole villages. Down in Northern California, the Yurok people told a similar story. They claimed a being called Earthquake, who had large, heavy feet, was running up and down the coast. Every footstep caused the land to split open and the ocean to come flooding in. According to an oral history collected over 150 years later, the Yurok had all assembled on a big hill and performed a jumping dance to drive Earthquake away. But while it finally left, the devastation remained. When they descended the hill again, the Yurok had found everything they'd ever known was lost under a layer of water. The tale of the Talawa people was even scarier. They focused not on Earthquake or even on shaking grounds, but on the waters that followed. Everyone the water touched was immediately turned into a mass of coiling snakes. The only Talawa to survive were a teenage boy and a girl who managed to outrun the flood by climbing up a hill. When they came down 10 days later, the entire world had been swept clean and replaced with sand. It was only their children that stopped the human race from becoming extinct. There are dozens more stories like this, and hundreds more that lost to history, but they all have one thing in common. They are the only surviving accounts of what happened what happened when the Cascadia megathrust fault unleashed its massive earthquake in 1700 just off the coast of the Pacific Northwest. Registering at least 9 on the Richter scale and likely higher, it transformed the land from California to British Columbia and triggered the orphan wave that so shocked Japan. Yet, while these stories would still be told well into the 20th century, no one would ever think to take them seriously.
Suffered a blow to the head?
I didn't dream it up. Wish I did. They have a camp at the bridge over Hissing Creek. No one ever
If you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
Shattering the window of an Oceanside business that was supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, he has now been arrested. Oceanside police say 23-year-old Steve Soto fired a pellet gun at the window of a tea shop on Mission Avenue last month. At the time, the shop displayed a sign that read, "Black owned, we stand with you." Police say Soto is also facing an assault charge for allegedly shooting a disabled man in the face with a pellet gun. He's set to be arraigned in 2 weeks.
Are you?
Alright, so we heard the video, but the main thing that was missing was the actual name of the person who did it. So here we go. Steve Soto, age 23, of Carlsbad, allegedly drove by Bliss Tea and Treats at 301 Mission Avenue around 7:10 p.m. on June 4th. Then fired a pellet gun out of the window of his vehicle, shattering a window at the business and causing more than $1,800 worth of damage. The business had a sign in the window at the time that said, "Black owned, we stand with you," aka Black Lives Matter. Surveillance video helped detectives identify the vehicle used in the crime and Soto, who was arrested Wednesday evening at the undisclosed location. Soto was booked in the Vista Detention Center facility around 7:40 p.m. Wednesday on suspicion of vandalism, attempting to dissuade a victim or witness from testifying, and assault with a deadly weapon. The assault allegations stem from an incident during which Soto is accused of shooting a disabled man in the face with a pellet gun he held in lieu of a $90,000 bill pending arraignment on July 31st. Alright, so just going by the fact that the picture has not relatively impossible for said business to be black owned, I guess given the location or where it is, or maybe because of how popular, it is. And more than likely also the fact that the person was offended that they were supporting black people, and or the protesters. And the owner stated that the person, whoever the person is, no matter what the color of the person is, should be prosecuted, and that no business owner should have to be subjected to, such a thing at all, causing damage, hatred, and, things alike. So, like I said before, these are just normal things that happen to black people on an everyday basis. A lot of these stories you guys will never hear of because they're not going to make mainstream news because they don't seem as important at all, as you can obviously see. This story took back, I think happened back June 4th, I think, from one of the articles I read, on June 4th. And the article that I read from happened it was published July 17th, 2020. So like I said, this is a bit of a ways away from the original date. We're almost in August at this point in time. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, even in that community, might not have known, about that story. And something else that was listed was this. McKee said the suspect told police he shot the windows out because he thought the sound was a lie, that the business on Mission Ave, a few blocks from the beach, was not black owned. Gordon said was the owner Friday that she thought that might turn out to be the case. Quote, I predicted it would be just that. They didn't believe it was black owned. But
yesterday, Sony released one of the most powerful trailers I've ever seen in gaming
Lord Sakai,
for an upcoming
a moment,
title where
please.
we get to
It's
finally
important.
fulfill our dream of being a perpetually friend-zoned, unrespected, obsessed chat moderator for a woman's stream. But not just any woman. I'm talking about a girl who plays video
My name
games.
is Yoy.
How fucking
This is
wild
my
is
shop.
that? The name of this upcoming
Oh,
blockbuster
no.
FMV game is called Gamer Girl, which sounds like an early 2000s movie, like some kind of high school drama. She's not like the other girls. This girl's got a secret.
Here
When
she
she's
is.
not on the cheerleading
No one's
squad,
listening.
she's at home getting the highest scores in every
My
MMORPG.
neighbor, Haruo. He's acting suspicious. He sneaks out of town at sunset. Gone for hours. Comes back at dawn. Last night I followed him. He went to a burnt-out house by the cemetery and met bandits there.
Look at this level of power you're given. Control the chat stream. Rule that shit with an iron fist for your fair maiden. Control the credit card you use to donate to her. Control the Discord messages you send to her at 3 a.m. asking if she's developing any feelings for you and if she'd ever be interested in going for drinks sometime. As a chat moderator for AppyCakes99, you pick the level of obsession. You pick the price of how much you're paying for her used panties to sniff on. Gamer Girl can just make the player feel like a fucking creepy simp.
Marvin, where did you, do we answer it?
I'm sorry to spoil the dreams of a lot of men out there that are growing up hoping to be some kind of career chat moderator for girl gamers, but I don't think at any point a gamer girl streamer is ever going to want a chat moderator to be dictating whether or not they should answer a phone call. Oh shit, hold on, I'm getting a call from my mom. Let me check with my chat moderator to make sure it's okay to answer it. The whole trailer just feels like some terrible stalker shit. Become part of her life, whether she wants you to or not, by any means necessary. You control her chat. The next step is controlling her mind, and then controlling everyone around her. You will control this streamer. AppyCakes99 is yours.
Asked her whole family to the feast. I'm sure she'd appreciate the comfort of a samurai.
Now this is fucking gaming right here. Playing this masterpiece. Looks like they're playing Garfield Arcade Party Racer on the Ouya here. Only real gamer shit. There's a lot of things you can say about Gamer Girl, but one thing you can't say is that the acting sucks fuck. This acting is second to none. Abby, you are streaming again? What's it to you? The acting is up there with some of the greats, like Attaway General. So even though the game looks extremely fucking creepy and tasteless, at least the acting is on point. Like, this is delivering one hell of an experience, at least in terms of making you believe the characters are real. I'll tell you what, I was sold immediately when I just watched this trailer. I was like, damn, just fucking blew back into my seat. Like, whoa, that's acting.
Thank you.
You control what men she dates that aren't you. She'll only date men that you as the chat moderator personally sign off on, as long as it's not you. Never you. This is just so fucking weird. It's like the people that made this game don't even know what a chat moderator is. They're treating it like it's anonymous from 4chan or some shit here. This isn't like the responsibility of a chat moderator. Now, a lot of chat mods are people's friends, yeah. But in this position, it seems like it was just a total stranger that she's now given her phone number to, and is now using as some kind of source for every decision she should make, as if she's speaking to God, looking for their guidance. It's weird.
Just gonna make sure he's okay.
Here.
That's right, baby. As the chat moderator, you get to decide whether or not the girl gamer gets assaulted and murdered. The choice is in your hands. Now, as you can imagine, reception to the Gamer Girl trailer was lukewarm. In their dreams. This shit was absolutely a fucking stinker. Everybody hated it, and the company that's publishing it was so embarrassed, they demanded Sony take down the trailer, and they took down the trailer themselves. Now there's no official trailers left, just people that re-uploaded it. This is super fucking weird, really, though. It's a game where you play as a chat moderator that ultimately decides whether or not the girl gamer gets assaulted and murdered. And I imagine the big twist is the person that assaults and murders her is you, the chat moderator. I don't want to give away spoilers or anything, but it's just a bit of a hunch here, connecting some dots, following the trail of breadcrumbs, seeing where that leads. Or maybe I'm wrong, you know, maybe it could just be some kind of empowering narrative like they claim. The company said that the reason this game even got made is because it's to empower women who stream and illustrate how toxic the culture can be. Which is weird because the whole trailer feels like it's written by an actual homicidal stalker, where it's all about controlling a woman, and the entire trailer makes her seem helpless against the decisions you make for her on her behalf. So it doesn't really seem like it's empowering her as much as it is about empowering the fucking creepy chat moderator. But yeah, anyway, in my expert opinion, I think this game has what it takes to be the worst game of the year. And that's pretty substantial considering there's been a lot of ass grease in the game market this year. But Gamer Girl hits all the right marks. You play as Turbo Super Simp, creepy FMV, poorly acted, Game of Thrones Season 8 level writing. It has all the ingredients to just be a true train wreck of a game. And I'm excited to see if they even release it anymore at this point. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. So yeah. Today I want to talk about a popular trend on YouTube. I've actually touched on it before. It's those morning routine videos from rich people that are supposed to be like almost motivational, but usually are just used as a vessel to promote their newest product line that's coming out. So I want to talk about one in particular here that I think serves as a good example for all of them. This is the daily routine of a 24-year-old CEO. And just in case you didn't hear me, this is a 24-year-old CEO, and you best not forget it. This man, this 24-year-old CEO, is CEO of 5 companies. And out of the goodness of his heart, he's granting us permission to take a sneak peek into his day-to-day life. His near celestial existence. We, as spectators, get to come in and observe and learn from him. He's allowing us to suckle on his bosom. Nay, he is grabbing us by our unworthy skulls and placing it on his nipples to suckle. And Believe it or not, we are truly blessed. He's giving us a sneak preview of his upcoming product lines.
One of my favorite ideas that I've ever heard was the thought of doing today what others aren't willing to do, so I can do tomorrow what they can't.
Meet Jose, the man your girlfriend is fucking in her dreams. Jose is a 24-year-old CEO, if you can believe that, and we're about to see what it's like to go on a date with him, because this is definitely not a fucking day-to-day routine, because he's shirtless half the time, and it feels like he's trying to get my dick out of my pants. I really feel like this video should have been what it's like to date a 24-year-old CEO. And spoiler alert, it looks like a fucking headache. This man is so full of cliches, and he just comes across as super disingenuous, especially when the majority of this is just centered around his new essentials line of clothing or some shit like that.
One of my best wins in the morning is waking up at 5 a.m. In my opinion, it gives me a head start, allows me to outwork my competition, and get more things done before it's even work hours. Throw on my Essentials muscle tee, and I'm out.
Excuse me, did you catch that? His Essentials muscle tee? If you don't have that, you're not copping wins in the morning. You get them at 4 a.m., but if you don't have an Essentials muscle tee, you're fucking losing, baby. The competition's out there beating the shit out of you because they got Essentials muscles tee.
I hate running, and I hate morning workouts. I do both. This is a great way to callous the mind and start your day off with the win.
Jose just can't stop winning in the morning, baby. He's going for a morning jog. He's going for a morning workout. He doesn't touch on it in the video, but I'm sure while he's going for that jog, he's closing 7-figure deals on his laptop, so he's making use of that time. No time is going to waste, but he still probably finds time to help old ladies across the street, because you gotta comp those big W's, baby.
This is a great way to get my adrenaline pumping. Now that I'm awake, I'll hop in the shower. I prefer to use cold water. It's better than a cup of coffee. It wakes you up instantly, and it's actually good for your skin.
You can get your sneak peek of the cameraman in the reflection there. Could be his brother, could just be an 18-year-old kid who's just looking for a quick buck, so posted an ad on Craigslist, and Jose hit him up. Kid had no idea what he was in for. I wouldn't be surprised if Jose got totally nude for that shower shot. The cameraman was probably like, hey, Jose, we're only doing torso up. You don't need to get naked. No, fuck that. Here's a CEO lesson for you. No half-ass measures. I'm going full cock out, even if it's not on camera.
As an entrepreneur, I own a lot of brands, 5 of them to be exact, each of them requiring a lot of time, attention, and care. Most would find just building one brand to be nearly impossible, so the thought of having 5 sounds insane.
When I heard him say that, I damn near shit my trousers. I couldn't believe it. I was blown back in my chair. 5 brands! It truly does sound impossible, and yet, thanks to the power of cold showers and an early morning jog, Jose is able to do it with ease.
But with good time management, I'm actually able to balance everything perfectly. Now it's time for lunch. Eating clean, this is something that I live by. I preach about it all the time. Health is wealth. If you want to perform right, you gotta feed your body with the proper fuel.
This is a truly riveting daily routine. He gets up, he jogs, he showers, and he eats. Why the fuck didn't I think of that? Shit, if only I had come up with these ingenious solutions to wealth, I could have 5 brands by now, god damn it. And now, frankly, I'm just mad that he shared the Krabby Patty secret formula with the world.
You see, guys, your time, it's money, which means it's valuable. This is why I don't like to waste time, and instead I multitask. So while I eat, I like to do my tedious tasks, like answering emails.
What is this man? Nay, this god. He's able to eat and answer emails? Oh, Jesus Christ! Science said it couldn't be done. And yet Jose's proved him wrong yet again. As he said in the beginning of the video, do what can't be jerked off yesterday with what I can fuck today, or some fucking profound verbiage like that. It's incredible. It's incredible, groundbreaking stuff. I looked into this because I got curious. This whole video is a promotional video for his essential brand or whatever. This video alone, he claims to have generated $1 million worth of sales for his essential brand. Now, I'm no 24-year-old 5-brand CEO or anything, but I can say with a high degree of certainty, you're not going to get fucking rich by buying his essential muscle tees. That's just not going to happen. You're immediately doing it wrong. The video is supposed to teach you how to get wealthy, and you're immediately throwing fucking wealth away to make him wealthier. You've done the exact opposite of what you were trying to do by watching this motivational video. So if you bought essential muscle tees thinking that you were going to get Jose's life because you fucking did that, you're an idiot.
Now it's time for my evening workout. My brand image is everything, so keeping my body in shape is crucial. If that means hitting the weight room 6 times a week, so be it.
2 workouts in a single day? Jose, you've gone mad.
Now, I like to focus on compound movements. Being that I was a scrawny, lanky kid just a few years ago, these help me pack on about 30 pounds of muscle. Now, what that means for you is that whether you're overweight or scrawny yourself, you can do it too. There's no excuse.
Well, actually, there is an excuse, Jose. Not everyone is a super wealthy elite douchebag. The gym membership's pretty expensive for a lot of people, and compound lifts, a lot of them require access to weights that not everyone's going to be able to find for a cheap price for their own home gym. You know, you need bench press, for example, squat rack. These are things that not everyone has access to, unlike you and your fucking mansion here that you're probably renting.
After the gym, this is my time to unwind.
More like behind. Could you have found a tighter pair of pants? I feel like I can see your asshole through these things. What are these, a size turbo small? Was this just the smallest pair they had available at Baby Gap?
This is my favorite part.
Let's go.
I hop in the car and go for a long drive. Business is like a chess game. You're always going to be 3 moves ahead of your competition. So whether that's analyzing the market for new trends or a new business venture, going on these long drives allows me to think creatively and freely.
But only if you have a Lamborghini. If you don't have a Lamborghini, you have no right to be driving around on Jose's roads. Also, I don't really understand that. How the fuck is driving around aimlessly helping you in your business ventures? You are genuinely wasting time, which is one of the things you pledged never to do. It's not like you get any work done while you're on the road except make idle calls every now and then at a stoplight, unless you're fucking texting while driving, which you shouldn't be. But anyway, this is a genuine waste of time by all definitions. Just wildly, aimlessly wandering the roads doing fucking nothing.
At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, all the work has been put in, it's time to relax. This is when you let your mind at ease. And for everybody to be different, whether it's hanging with friends or reading a good book. For me, it's a good cocktail. Meet up with some friends, and innately call it a night.
That's where his day comes to its incredible, exhilarating conclusion, and then he plugs Essential one more time. I gotta say, what a fucking boring day-to-day routine. This dude does less than a day than a professional high school gamer. Like, this dude's day consists of getting up early to jog, work out, shower, eat, answer a couple emails, work out, go on a long drive, and then get a cocktail and go to bed. When the fuck do you do anything interesting or productive for your business? You hype yourself up as this crazy fucking guru CEO, and your day-to-day activities are genuinely doing nothing. I mean, I felt like this was just something that was supposed to woo me over if I matched with you on Tinder or something. This didn't feel like anything of any substance, and of course, shamelessly plugging your brand, which allegedly worked for you, so congrats on that front. But this is totally useless if anyone's trying to be motivated by your day-to-day routine. The only thing that teaches them is, hey, maybe get up early and work out. The most generic advice anyone could ever give anyone. It's just a silly fucking trend of videos. I don't know why rich YouTubers always like to do these day-to-day motivational video activity things. Makes no sense to me. Doesn't help anyone. It's just shamelessly there to promote whatever merch they're working on. Just some dumb shit. That's about it. So yeah.
Hello, friends. Okay, I just can't wait to get into the shard opening. So without any further ado, let's get it.
Hello there. Today we'll be taking an educational look at the species known as douche-tubers. The douche-tubers phylum consists of members that possess no soul, no morals, and no creativity, and definitely no entertainment. In this phylum, you'll find members such as the Rice Gum and the Paul brothers. Douche-tubers are composed of mainly 5 characteristics. 1, they are all douchebags on YouTube who got popular by being douchebags on YouTube for children. 2, bragging, always bragging, or flexing. Flexing, for those of you who aren't 12, is when the money is thrown in the face of the viewer. Look how much money I have that you don't. I just fucked a hooker that cost $5,000 because girls usually won't look at me without money in my hand, so I paid for it. You don't have this kind of money, I have this kind of money. So it's just bragging about your money to the children that watch you, which is kind of just shitting in the hand that feeds you. But kids like it. 3, just being a big fucking douchebag. 4, you're still a big fucking douchebag. 5, always threatening to fight your haters or roasting them. optionally diss tracks if you want to be an extreme turbo super douchebag YouTuber. Douchebag YouTubers are something I've talked about in the past. They're probably the biggest content creators on the site because kids live vicariously through that kind of content. They see this man who's successful because they watch them, so they feel like they had a part in that person's success, and when they get flexed on, they feel like they've earned that. Like, when they're getting flexed on, it's like, hey, I gave you that, yeah, use it wisely, Kids like that kind of shit because they might not have it, and it feels good that they were able to help someone else achieve it. I understand it. It makes sense. That doesn't mean I respect it, though. It's a very toxic thing. And the reason I'm making this is because I found the perfect example of a douche-tuber today. Memulous made a video on a man named Ryan Franklin, who is the epitome of a douche-tuber. He does it all. And I want to take a hard look at his channel here to show you exactly what douche-tubers are and why they're a bad thing.
For shoes? My shoes cost more than your whole outfit, so yeah, easy.
First, flexing. I'm only going to show one Ryan Franklin clip per point to illustrate it because I don't want to show more than necessary because I understand not everyone has a war-hardened stomach like I do that can hold on to vomit when they see abysmal fucking content like this. So I'm only going to show as much as necessary to get the points across so you are not tortured with more Ryan Franklin content than you need to be. In nearly everything that Ryan does, there's some degree of flexing. In a video it'll be, oh, look at this Gucci hat I just bought, or oh, hey dad, I just spent $2,000 on this Louis Vuitton trench coat. On Instagram, he'll post, just bought this extremely expensive pair of shoes, these Yeezys. Oh, check out this Gucci condom on my micro penis, #blessed. He is always flexing. And flexing is one of the main things with douche-tubers. I really personally don't understand why people will just stand for that. That's just so insulting and spitting in your face. Hey, you supported me, now I'm going to brag to you that you don't have these things, so fuck you. I don't get that, and I think that's just a really bad thing to do, unhealthy more than anything. It shows nothing but insecurity or a sense of holier than thou, which all douche-tubers have. They always think they're more important than all of their viewers, and they always have this belief that the world owes them everything and they're entitled to everything the world has to offer.
I'm a hypocrite, which, you're like, cool, whatever, I don't actually care, but apparently I'm a hypocrite because I complain about people doing clickbait, but then proceed to do clickbait myself. Now, I sort of get your point, but at the same time, your points are irrelevant, right? They're dumb, they're stupid. I do the odd misleading thumbnail, the odd misleading title here and there, and if you're dumb enough to, be misled and, actually go onto the video and, clickbait you, I've got the actual view. I feel so dumb if you go onto the video and think...
I'm in firm agreement with Ryan on this point here. If you are a fan of Ryan Franklin, you are dumb, and you are stupid. As you can see, this illustrates my point I just made, where he thinks he's better than all of his viewers. He thinks they're all very dumb for even falling for his clickbait, and most douche-tubers feel the same way. Hey, my audience is so dumb I can clickbait the shit out of anything, even if it makes no sense. Aliens invaded my owners at 3 a.m. while watching SpongeBob. Haunted, super scary. You won't believe number 6, 10 million views. So yeah, I agree that viewers are these kind of people. I wouldn't necessarily call them stupid, but they're naive because they're children. They're being exploited with this misleading shit, which is fucking awful in my opinion.
I don't personally, I'm not only like
Now, one of the main things he does is he always insults any of his haters based on their appearance. He always goes right for appearance insults, and he does not discriminate. It doesn't matter your age, sex, race. You can be a fucking alien. You're still a target. Everyone is equal in his eyes. Here he is taking on a 6-year-old, and he showed no mercy. The full wrath of his clever roasting was laid down upon this 6-year-old. He was merciless.
What's wrong with the hairline? The hairline is so ugly.
Right. Hair jokes. I've never heard those before in my life. If I had £1 for every single time someone mocks my hair for the colour or the style or anything, it doesn't matter. I'll be living in the Bahamas.
I wonder why you get so many hair jokes. I honestly can't imagine. I'm gonna go ahead and pile on it, though. You look like Bert from Sesame Street. I'm sure you get that one all the time, so that's nothing new. Your hair looks like Anthony Sullivan's smart mop after it was used to clean up a pile of Jazz Finster's pubic hair. I'm actually really glad you chose that hairstyle, though, honestly. It lets people know you're a douchebag without ever having to talk to you. Your hair looks like 3 rusted slinkies that had an orgy on top of your head that you just decided not to stop. So you're welcome. There's 4 more for your Bahamas fun.
Do you know what's the most awkward thing is when this calls you ugly?
Oh no, look out. We've been invaded by Ryan Franklin. I'm just kidding. That's not Ryan Franklin. That's Watto from the Star Wars prequels. Ryan is way too much of a pussy to confront someone directly. He's already privated his Twitter account and shit because he's a big old pussy. But you see what I did there, Ryan? I compared you to Watto. And Watto is known for not being super great looking in The Phantom Menace. So I'm calling you ugly. You get it? You know, because that's what you do. Man, you really took that 6-year-old down to size, man. What are you, like 19 or 20 and you're just calling a fucking child ugly? Are you out of your fucking mind, man? Holy shit.
Well, I opened up some fan mail. This is a letter from one of you guys. I think her name is Jessica. I haven't opened that fan mail in 2 years.
What a cool guy. He couldn't even be bothered to read who the fan mail was from. He's had it for 2 fucking years and hasn't opened it. What a piece of shit. I honestly don't think that fan mail is actually from somebody. I feel like he just wrote that himself as Jessica. I don't think this guy's getting fan mail or ever has in the past.
You do want me to get maybe like another PO box, that sort of thing, so you guys can send me in letters, maybe like candy from your country, then, you know, I'll definitely do it.
Oh yeah, that's what we want you to do, Ryan. Open up another PO box so they can send you letters that you'll never fucking read for 2 years. Great idea, you stupid son of a bitch. Amazing. Hey guys, you want me to open another PO box so you can send shit that I ignore? How's that sound? Great, huh? Again, just further proving he does not give a shit about his fans or anyone for that matter. Unbelievable.
Now, I don't intentionally flex on my fans.
How the fuck do you have an accidental flex? Oh, whoopsie. I accidentally just started taking pictures of all of my expensive possessions and saying how great they were and then accidentally uploading them all over everything that I own. Damn, what a silly mistake. I mean, there's no correcting it now. It's already out in the wild. Shit, I'm sorry, guys.
That was a joke to Ruby Roo, because obviously during the summer I made a few videos on her. And yeah, the video's done well in terms of, you know, views, got me money, okay? So I was doing a joke, like that tweet is a joke, like the whole Yeezy thing. It's a joke. You don't realise actually, like, I feel at one point I was misunderstood. I said this in yesterday's video.
This is always the fleshlight these douchebags start to use once it starts backfiring with all of their douchebaggery and bragging. Oh, it's just a joke. I'm just playing a persona. Ha ha ha. I'm not really a huge insufferable asshole. It's just a joke. Lighten up, guys. But it's very clear it's not a joke, because none of it's done in a comedic way or anything entertaining at all. It's just being an asshole. Jokes on you guys. I'm not really an asshole. Ha 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 ha. If you have to keep reiterating that it's a joke time and time again, maybe it's not a good joke, or maybe you're the joke. It's just fucking silly, because it's very obvious to anyone that you're not kidding. You're just being a douchebag. Now, this was a National Geographic look at the douche tuber, and I hope you've all learned something about this abhorrent species. I really have no respect for these kind of people at all, and hopefully you're walking away with this knowledge and also forming an opinion that, hey, maybe these aren't great people that I should be letting either my kids or my brothers and sisters that are young watch, because it sets a bad example for them. It really does. 100%. That's it. See ya. How the fuck's it going, everyone? It's me, your boy, 2006 middle school emo hairstyle here. I'm still not getting figured out. I found a new douchebag YouTuber that I thought would be fun to take a look at. I'm gonna get behind the scenes action where I keep finding new douche tubers that a lot of people like. I type in Gone Wrong into the search bar. It's basically like a fucking complete compendium of douchebags on YouTube. You can find every single one of them there. It's like the old goddamn Yellow Pages, but on the YouTube site here. It's incredible what you can find by just typing in Gone Wrong. An incredible plethora of douchebags to choose from. So today I chose Nate Garner. This is his beat up prank where his girlfriend pretends she was beaten up to prank him. Let's go ahead and take a look here.
What's up? Yeah, that's me. Thanks. And this is my life. Let me show you how I got here. Yeah, baby. I've been waiting my whole life.
It takes only a quick glance at this man to figure out that he came from a very privileged upbringing. One thing I do like, though, is in his intro, he's wearing a backwards cap. That's very interesting, and I think you know what that means. It's time to get lit.
Where are we? I don't really know. My final destination, I don't know. Am I gonna die when I walk through these doors? No, I'm not gonna die. Chris says our hair is gonna die. Ooh. Because because I'm having her hair salon cut it all off.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty weird thing to say for a vlog, to be honest with you. Hey, what's going on, gang? I'm at the salon. Am I gonna walk through those doors, get my throat slit, and someone gonna rip my spine out of my asshole? I mean, who knows? That's kind of a fucking morbid way to start this one off, don't you think, Dave?
I don't think you're allowed to talk. And Carissa was a little bit embarrassed to me. Max, why would your mom be embarrassed of me?
This part actually infuriated me because it shows a complete lack of care for the pets. This man goes in there with full intention of staying through the entire hair salon experience, so you're talking 2.5 to 3 hours in there with her. Meanwhile, there's a dog in the scorching hot car the entire time. If he didn't get kicked out, that dog would be dead. But this all assumes that this vlog is real, which is a huge assumption to make because all douche tubers' vlogs and videos are fake. They're all just piles of shit. So I'm sure he didn't get kicked out. He's probably planned to go in and go out. But if it is real, then that salon kicking out this obnoxious asshole just saved the life of an innocent animal.
By the way, if you're not subscribed, you should. We take big W's every single day. We're the best family on YouTube. And there's merch dropping on Merch First. So there's 3 days left until merch drops, baby. Be ready for it. Be ready for this video. So let's just run right into it.
Jesus Christ, Nate, now I just feel sorry for you. I genuinely couldn't have written a more generic, asshole, douche tuber, subscribe, call to action, merch plug, and all that garbage, that checklist of how to be a douche tuber. That was the most formulaic shit I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't imagine a more hollow existence than to put on this fake, high-energy bullshit performance every day for your children that are watching you. I honestly, there's no way this man enjoys this. He's got to be fucking dead himself. What's wrong with it? With this over-animated face getting loud for no reason, wacky sound effects and zoom-ins, holy shit. Nate, that's sad, man. That's really sad.
Today, I am going to do, here's a little preview, I'm going to do the beat-up prank. I don't know why this is the most requested prank. Like, do you guys hate me? Like, come on. It kind of hurts my feelings. What would make me feel a little bit better is, like, if you guys bought the merch on March 1st. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, right. Yeah, the classics. The getting beaten up prank. That's a fucking wholesome, family-friendly prank right there. That's some good shit. Everyone's a winner in that one. Obviously, it's all fake, but I mean, why the fuck do all of you douche tubers do, like, these brutal prank ideas, like, let's simulate an armed robbery prank, gone wrong, gone sexual, the cop whipped out his cock. What's the next prank you're gonna fake here, Nate? The waterboarding Mima in the backyard where you take your grandma out back, put a towel over her face and dump water on her or some shit as a prank? What happened to just silly, fun pranks where nobody gets hurt? Why is it always some shit like kidnapping my girlfriend's mother and not giving her back unless my girlfriend buys my merch on March 1st? It's just silly shit. Like, even conceptually, obviously it's all fake, but why is that, like, the direction pranks go for you kind of weird fucking weirdos? I don't get it. Make some fucking entertaining pranks from a conceptual standpoint.
I put that on. Yeah, this is awesome. And this makeup, you guys, it's so good. I'm so talented. This is gonna be awesome.
Alright, I'm no James Charles, but I'm gonna critique your makeup here, Carissa. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look like you've been in a fight. This looks very fake. Now, I used to get black eyes all the time when I played sports. You don't get a black eye immediately after the impact on your eye. It's the result of the bruising, so the day after, maybe the next day, you'll get a black eye form as a result. Now, anyone who's ever been in a tussle or in a fight would immediately recognize that and know you're lying. Oh, you've been in a fight, huh, Carissa? Well, you wouldn't have a black eye if that were true. You're lying to me. We're breaking up. I don't want to see you again. Bang. Into your relationship, Carissa, all because you did your makeup wrong. Now, I do think luck is on your side here, though, because your boyfriend looks like a giant pussy whose only conflict has ever been with his parents when they reduced his allowance from $5,000 a week to $2,000 a week because he was rude to the butlers and they wanted to teach him a lesson about discipline. So there's no way he would ever pick up on it, and obviously the prank's fake from the get-go anyway, but god damn it, I wanted to critique the makeup.
Hey, are you home yet?
Yeah, still at work.
Okay, I'm walking back from the store, and some guy is like, he looks really sketchy. He's been following me for a little bit now.
Where are you?
I'm out front. I'm almost back to the apartment, but he's like,
Just get in, hurry.
Can you come out?
Solid acting so far, I'll definitely give it that. Very concerned boyfriend. Oh, you're being followed by a creepy stalker? What? Can you hurry up, maybe? Have you thought of that one?
Here, walk back with me.
this is some turbo comedy. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, he's coming, you guys.
Okay. All right, you guys. So I just got back from the Apple store.
So Nate gets a call from his girlfriend about her being stalked by a potentially dangerous person begging for his help. And his first thought is to grab the camera and vlog it. Fuck yeah, baby! Garner Gang is lit as shit, catching those big W's on the daily by letting his girlfriend get beaten up so he could vlog it. Yeah, man. Wow.
Yo, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck is my girlfriend, bro?
Okay? What happened to you? You bad? Give it back! No, he's tackling! Oh my gosh! It's a prank! Nate! 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 It's a prank! It's a prank! It's a prank! It's a prank! Michael! It's Michael! It's just a prank!
What the fuck are you guys doing? Michael, I haven't seen you in weeks.
It's a happy ending once you realize it was just Michael under the mask, like the Scooby-Doo villain being demasked. It's a group hug in the shower, and the vlog goes on for 8 more minutes. I didn't watch any of it, because it doesn't get better than that prank right there. Now, again, obviously all fake. Let's talk about this as if it were real, because that's a lot more fun, and it's a lot less disgusting to think that these adults came up with this fake prank shit and then acted it out, which they did, and played pretend. I think that's embarrassing. So let's talk about it as if it were 100% real. So Nate starts vlogging, knowing full well that his girlfriend just called, speculating that she may get robbed or beaten up. He shows up, surprised that his girlfriend is getting robbed and beaten up. So he keeps vlogging it and then being confused, like, how is this happening? I had no idea, as he's like looking at the camera vlogging it. So then he goes over and shoves the guy, to which Carissa is surprised that he went and defended her. So to that I have to wonder, is Nate so big of a pussy that Carissa had no faith in him lending his strength to save her? Did she expect him to go over there and talk it out with the man beating her up? Like, hey sir, that's my girlfriend, if you could just, wrap this up quickly or maybe stop beating her up, I'd really appreciate it, I don't want any trouble. Like, she had to expect that her